Hello and welcome all to Beat the Street. Today with us we have the whole-time Director of Captain Polyplast, Mr. Ritesh sir. Hi Ritesh sir, how are
Hi,
you?
I'm good. Thank you for inviting me on your show.
So viewers, for the brief, the company is in three segments, majorly in micro irrigation, and secondly is solar EPC, and the third is polymer business. So I'll let the Ritesh sir give a brief about the company as well.
Yes. Thank you. Uh, as you said, that we are present into two major business segments. Just to give you a brief, our company Captain Polyplast Limited was established in 1997, and we started with a focus on micro irrigation systems. Today, we are one of the leading manufacturers and exporter of micro irrigation systems in India. So basically, micro irrigation systems include drip irrigation and sprinkler irrigation systems, which is a complete package, including all the components, which is designed for helping farmers to irrigate their fields efficiently. So today we are providing Indian farmers with the latest technology in both the space, drip irrigation and the sprinkler irrigation. As you said, we also are present in another segment, solar EPC. In this segment, we started in the last couple of years. In solar EPC, we are providing EPC services for primarily two segments. One is rooftop solar systems, which is for residential and commercial requirements, and the second one is for solar pumps business. So these two, micro irrigation and solar EPC, are our major business. And the third one, as you mentioned, we are also a polymer marketing partner for Indian Oil Corporation.
Yeah. So, sir, you are the third generation of the business, right?
I'm the second generation of the promoter family.
Okay.
My father, Mr. Ramesh Khichadia, who is the chairman of the company, he established the business in 1997.
Okay, sir. So, for the segment, sir, we'll firstly go to the micro irrigation segment. First of all, there are the key facts that you mentioned about the company. You also mentioned that you are in this business from almost 27 plus years.
Right.
And yeah. Okay, sir. For the segment, sir, so
Hmm.
I had a few questions. Like in the micro irrigation segment, so there is the PM Kusum Yojana that was introduced by the government, was a major push to the solar pumps and micro irrigation systems to the as a whole. So sir, how do you see like the future shaping up in this segment?
Right. Right. So, Anuj, the government of India is very actively focused on improving the incomes of farmers through various initiatives. Both micro irrigation and solar pumps are two important technologies which the government is focusing on in order to improve the efficiency of the farms in India. So, if you see the micro irrigation systems, the central government is promoting adoption of micro irrigation systems through a centrally sponsored scheme which is called Per Drop More Crop. So, under that, the central government is providing financial assistance to farmers to adopt micro irrigation systems in partnership with the state governments. Similarly, for the solar pumps as well, the as you rightly said, the government is has provided assistance under you know, for adopting solar pumps under PM Kusum. So, in both the segments, the central government is very actively pushing farmers to increase awareness for these technologies and also to increase the adoption of these. So, just to give you the size of the opportunity, in terms of micro irrigation, there is a potential of 75 million hectares of farmland in India, which can be covered by micro irrigation. If we compare the adoption rate in India, we are only at around 15 to 20 percentage of land where agriculture is done by micro irrigation, compared to other advanced countries which are at more than 50 percentage. So there is a huge gap. So right now, out of that 75 million hectares, almost 80% is still open, and that is why government is actively promoting this system. Similarly, for the PM Kusum project as well, the government initially planned to cover 15 lakh farmers, and by the close of this financial year, that target would already be achieved. And the government is also working towards introducing a revised scheme for further coverage of beneficiaries. So in both the cases, there is a huge potential, untapped potential in India, and the government is also very actively focused on that. So naturally, this provides a very good opportunity for players like us who are present in both these segments.
Okay, so sir, like you are a part of this industry. So there are talks going around, the PM Kusum 2.0. So like, could you give us any insight about it? Like what you have heard and what you are getting from the government?
So I think giving out any definitive statements on it would not be correct. But what we know is that in PM Kusum 1, the government has already achieved their target, which is 15 lakh pumps. And if we see the state-wise coverage, then majority of coverage has happened in let's say top 5 states. So if we see Indian agriculture as a market, then there is opportunity for solarization of agriculture pumps in all the states. So naturally, there is still a lot of opportunity in the states which have not shown good progress in the first stage, and that is why government is working towards that. Now, how much target the government would give out in PM Kusum 2, it's still not confirmed, but definitely looking at the success of PM Kusum 1, there would be good coverage and opportunity under PM Kusum 2.0 as well.
Got it, sir. Got it. So, like from other sources, I've also got it. Like mostly PM Kusum 2.0 will come. So, other than this, sir, there are like various parts in the micro irrigation segment, and like, could you throw some light in how many components of it we are like present, and how does this whole system work?
Right. So, Anuj, when we say micro irrigation system, we not only supply the system, but we provide end-to-end service to the farmer. So, the image that you see, it's a layout of entire drip irrigation system. So, any farmer who wants to adopt drip irrigation, they generally approach us, and our technical team, they visit their farm, they identify the water source, they identify what type of crop the farmer wants to grow, and on basis of that we provide a complete system design to the farmer with all the components. So uh, as you can see in the image, there is a water source. After that, there is a filtration unit, primary and secondary filtration unit, which cleans the water. Then there is a network of underground PVC pipes after the filters, which carries the clean water up to the field. And then there is a network of drip laterals, which provides water directly at the root zone of the crops. So we provide this entire service right from designing, supply of all the components, and also the installation and after sales service of the system.
Okay, okay, sir, got it, got it. So, like, there are other like benefits of using micro irrigation also that you have mentioned. Like, there will be
Yes.
saving of water, plant growth. You can throw some light also if you want.
So, if we compare the use of drip irrigation versus traditional flood irrigation for any crop, and generally the water saving is upwards of 30 percentage. So we can look at it in two ways. One is either if you are growing the same amount of land, then you will use less water, or if you have limited amount of water available for irrigation, you can increase your acreage with the same amount of water if you adopt micro irrigation. So that is improvement in water efficiency. Then for a plant to have maximum growth, generally the root zone only has to be moisturized. So in flood irrigation, because it is covered and does not receive proper air and sunlight, the growth is stunted. So compared to that, the growth is much better in drip irrigation. And also there are other savings like pumping energy is considerably reduced. Your fertilizer wastage is also reduced when you adopt micro irrigation, and also your reliance on labor reduces. So you can say that when you adopt a drip irrigation system, there are multiple benefits which comes to the farmer because of that, both in terms of reduced cost and increased yield and income for the farmer.
So yeah, it's a win-win for both of us. The farmers
Yes,
also get a better yield, and the technological aspect will also improve their yield and the cost saving also.
definitely, yes.
So, sir, we have like mentioned that we are setting up a new plant in Ahmedabad for the drip irrigation segment. I'll like
Right.
move upside. So, could you throw some light on it? Like, what will be the additional capacity and what could be the potential revenue from this facility, and in how much time the ramping up will be done?
Right. So right now we have two operational plant. One which is our main plant that is in Rajkot, Gujarat, and the other plant is in Kurnool, which is in Andhra Pradesh. So both of our plants right now they're equipped with latest technology which is imported from Israel and USA to ensure that we are providing the best quality of product to our customers, that is the farmers. Now, 2 years back, we acquired land near Ahmedabad, almost 10 acres of land, and we started our capex work there. So we are expecting that the commercial production at the Ahmedabad plant will start soon. So at Ahmedabad plant, we are targeting to add capacity of certain accessories which are used in the drip irrigation systems, like filters, valves, and other components. So in the initial stage, the revenue contribution of those items may not be significant, but the improvement in margin on account of production of those high value components, that would add to our bottom line. And further on, because we have lot of space there, there would be for future in future also we would plan further capex there as per the requirement.
Got it, got it. It will also like help us to cater the whole value chain of the drip irrigation. Like you mentioned, the accessories is a high margin business, right?
Yes, yes,
Got it, sir. So also, sir, so the like as far as I understand, the whole thing in the micro irrigation and something with has government has a part of it कि जैसे इसमें सब्सिडीज इज अ मेजर कंपोनेंट. सो अपन इसमें कैसे डेट को अच्छे से मैनेज करते हैं. लाइक मैंने जितनी भी आज तक माइक्रो इरिगेशन कंपनीज को देखा है, वी आर मैनेजिंग डेट at like a much better stage. Like how we manage this debt component, and like how does this whole thing work?
right. So Anuj, one thing is for for being in the micro irrigation field, we need an extensive network. So if we talk about us, we have a network of almost 750 dealers with us pan India across 16 states. So if we talk about these 16 states, almost 95 percentage of the micro irrigation market of India gets covered in those states. And to support those dealers, we have a team of no, more than 250 persons who are both technically qualified for the sales of micro irrigation system. So as I explained you earlier, no, as the government of India is providing subsidy for adoption of the system, so naturally no, farmers are already aware about the system, but the added advantage of financial assistance helps them to adopt the system in a comfortable manner. Now, along with that, as you rightly said, that you have to manage the receivable side of the things as well, because there is reliance on the subsidy. So, as you can see in the presentation as well, there is a fixed process which we have to follow so that we can get the subsidy claim of each and every farmer. So generally, uh, because we have a very strong team, a very good and extensive dealer network, we are able to complete this process in a time bound manner, and as a result of which we are able to control our working capital limits, or our working capital requirement more efficiently compared to others in the industry.
Got it, sir. So, like, I'll move ahead to the solar EPC segment. I'll say they are adjacent to micro irrigation also. Like, some portion of it, we use it to, we use to provide solar EPC services in solar pumps, rooftop solar. So you can like give a better understanding of it.
Sure. So, Anuj, as I said initially as well, we started the solar EPC business almost 2, 3 years back. And initially, we started with the solar rooftop segment. So, the idea was that we have a very strong network in tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 towns because of our micro irrigation business. So, if any customer wants to adopt solar rooftop, in a tier 1 or a metro city, then there are many good suppliers who can get that done in those areas. But as you move to tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, there are very few service providers who can provide quality systems and get the work done in a time bound manner. So that is where our existing network is also helpful for us, and we converted many of our micro irrigation dealers to start the solar EPC business along with us. So that was the idea originally. Then again, extending that thought, the dealers who are active in micro irrigation, they also service farmers for other products like solar pumps as well, and that is how we also extended to solar pumps from this year onwards. This year we have got empaneled for solar pumps under PM Kusum in two states, Gujarat and Maharashtra, and now we are also planning to get empaneled for solar pumps in other states as well in coming time.
So got it, sir. Got it. So, sir, in this EPC segment, there are like better margin profiles.
So it depends on the rooftop system, because there is very less working capital involved. The margin is usually lower. On the solar pump side, as most of the business for the industry gets generated under PM Kusum, where there is reliance on subsidy as well, the margins are generally better compared to the rooftop system.
Oh, got it, sir. But yeah, it helps us manage the working capital better. Got
Yes.
it, sir. So when I was going through the presentation also, I found out like the whole industry is suffering from like whole industry is suffering this year, and now they are improving from the Q1, Q2. But we have managed to like stabilize our margins in the FY25 also. Like how did we achieve it? Like could you throw some light on it? Also, we reduced our debt in the FY25 year.
So, as you rightly said, that no, in the last year, uh, the growth was impacted because of several reasons, but our focus was mainly towards protecting our margins. So we work towards reducing our managing our fixed expenses, and you can see that actually we our EBITDA margin is also improved. So no, correspondingly, the profit margin has also improved.
So like sir, how did we achieve it? We worked on our fixed expenses.
Yes, so see, we have both the segments, the micro irrigation segment and the solar EPC segment. So during the last year, micro irrigation segment in Q1 and Q2 was affected, was impacted due to two main reasons. One, as you know, that last year there was central Lok Sabha elections. So in many states, the business of micro irrigation was impacted because no work orders could be issued during that period, and also there was a very extensive and monsoon during Q2, so that also affected the micro irrigation business. So if you see H1 of FY25 versus H2, then H2 was a very good recovery second half for us, and in H2 we actually had a strong revenue growth as well. So
Definitely, sir. Yeah. We
yeah,
had a
and
better growth from, the industry.
from the H2.
But it is expected to, like, the industry is also expected to grow much faster in this year and, the upcoming years.
Definitely, and our for us, we are focusing on both the segments for the micro irrigation and solar EPC as well. So, solar EPC we started a couple of years back only, and still we have no, the contribution from solar EPC is still very less. In FY25, it is around 10% only. So, in coming years, the contribution of solar EPC would also grow, because from this year itself we have just started in solar pumps, and as I said that we are just present in two states now. Gradually we'll also expand presence in solar pumps to other states. So naturally the contribution from solar EPC segment in top line and bottom line both would improve as we go ahead.
So, sir, I can assume, right, that the EPC will be a much faster growing segment in the business.
Yes, definitely. We are having growth opportunities in both the segment, but we are working towards improving the contribution for solar from the solar EPC segment.
Got it, sir. Got it. So, like, can you throw some number at us for the number of dealers that we are adding this year?
Uh, so Anuj, as I said, that we have a network of 750 dealers.
750.
So for the micro irrigation segment, no, that dealer network is capable enough for us to generate a sustainable growth. On the solar EPC side, we are continuously increasing our dealers. In last year, we have expanded our solar EPC segment to presence in other states outside Gujarat as well. So right now we have expanded to Maharashtra, MP, UP, Andhra, and Telangana, and gradually, in whichever states we are doing the business of micro irrigation, we also extend our dealer network for solar EPC services in those states. So, going ahead, for the solar EPC segment also, the number of dealers would keep on increasing.
Got it, sir. Got it. So we also mentioned, like, we are planning to export our items also to other countries as well. So could you throw some light, like, which countries are we targeting and what is the response, and what, like, कब तक हमें एक substantial amount दिखने लग जाएगा? What is your thought process?
So right now, Anuj, we are already exporting to certain countries in Africa, Middle East, and Latin America.
Okay.
So if you compare these countries, they are at a similar adoption of micro irrigation like India, where the technology adoption is still low, and there is a lot of potential for improvement in adoption of MIS systems. So gradually we are building our presence in those countries. But as we go ahead, there will be a similar kind of growth which has been there in India for micro irrigation in those markets as well. So gradually we are expecting contribution from exports to also improve. Although it is at a very fairly small contribution to our total business right now, but we are expecting that gradually the contribution would improve.
So, sir, does the export business offer a better set of margins or not?
No, they are at a similar level for compared to the India business.
Okay, got it, sir. Got it. So other than this, sir, we also like reduced our debt significantly, and we have improved our return ratios so good. So could you throw some light on it also? Like nobody in the industry has done it in this year.
Definitely. See, for the debt part, majority of our no, the debt requirement is towards the working capital. So we had focused on reducing our receivables during the year and managing the working capital better. So part of the debt reduction came from that, and also we did fundraise during the year, in which majority of the participation was by the from the promoters' side, and with that fund infusion also there was a reduction of debt. So I think these two reasons, there was positive effect on the debt. And on the margin side, as I said previously as well, we had focused during the year on improving the margins, and naturally that is reflecting in the return ratios as well.
Sure, sir, sure. So we understand, sir, the Captain Group is has a leadership and kind of uh, like he is the main guy in this drip irrigation and the pipe segment. We also hold a significant stake from this entity to like our other entity of the pipe business.
Okay.
So like we will be further diluting, like we will be selling that stake, or we'll keep it maintained in this entity.
Both the companies, they are in a similar kind of business. As you said, you talked about Captain Pipes, which is into agriculture pipes and plumbing pipes. So Captain Polyplast holds a stake in that, and it would remain at a similar level.
Okay, got it, sir. So further, there was could, you wanna say something, like you can go ahead.
So I think we have covered everything. I would just want to conclude by saying that there is ample opportunity which is present in both micro irrigation and solar pumps in India. As I said, that both these technologies are very useful for the farmers, both in terms of reducing their costs and also improving their yields and income. So naturally, both these technologies would continue to be promoted and supported by the government through various initiatives. And we as Captain, we have developed a very strong base to cater to both the segments, and we are very confident that in coming years we would be able to utilize our base to benefit from the opportunities in both the segments.
Sure, sir. So thank you for having this conversation with me. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much, Anuj.
Okay, we will conclude this here. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you all the viewers for joining.
Thank you.